Brookridge, Ohio, wasn't the kind of place where things went wrong. Nestled along the Mahoning River, it was the sort of town where folks left their keys in the ignition, and the biggest local scandal was who won the pie contest at the county fair. Everyone knew everyone, which made the disappearance of Emily Carter all the more haunting. Emily, a beloved 28-year-old school counselor, vanished on a bright Saturday afternoon in July. That morning, she'd had brunch with her best friend, Lauren, at the Fork and Skillet. They laughed, split pancakes, and talked about their upcoming hiking trip. Emily was wearing a sunflower yellow dress and carried her signature blue tote bag. At 11:47 a.m., she waved goodbye and walked to the parking lot. Her Subaru was found there later, locked. No signs of struggle, no trace of where she had gone. Police scoured Brookridge. Volunteers searched the woods. Her phone was off, her credit cards untouched. The FBI stepped in by day 3. Still, nothing. The town unraveled slowly. Porch lights stayed on through the night. Parents clutched their children tighter, and Emily's face, once known only to those around her, was suddenly on TV screens and bulletin boards across Ohio. No body, no note, no leads. Just a quiet town and a silence that wouldn't lift. 2 weeks after Emily's disappearance, Brookridge had stopped pretending everything was fine. Detective Mark Dalton, a seasoned officer from nearby Youngstown, was brought in to assist. Unlike the local deputies, he wasn't interested in theories about cults or UFOs. He was interested in facts. And the facts didn't add up. For one, Emily's phone last pinged a cell tower not in Brookridge, but 15 miles east, near an old rest stop that had been abandoned for years. But there were no traffic cams on that route, no witnesses, no vehicle matching her description on surveillance. Her bank accounts showed no activity, but a strange transaction popped up. A small $2.16 charge at a gas station in nearby Lowellville the morning before she vanished. When asked, the station clerk remembered the face. "Yeah, she looked nervous," he said. "Bought a bottled water, left fast." Why would Emily be in Lowellville? Why lie to her friend about her plans that day? Then came the envelope. Emily's father found it tucked in her nightstand, a letter addressed to "My future self." It wasn't dated. Inside, she wrote of feeling watched, of thinking someone had been inside her house while she was at work. "Maybe I'm paranoid," she wrote, "but if anything happens to me, don't trust appearances." The letter wasn't conclusive, but it changed everything. Something wasn't right. Someone knew more than they were saying. On the 3rd Sunday after Emily's disappearance, a hiker named Caleb Jennings called the sheriff's office, panicked. He'd been hiking the Iron Ridge Trail when he spotted something, or someone, moving quickly through the dense pines. "I swear he was wearing her tote bag," Caleb insisted. "It was blue, just like hers." Deputies combed the area. They found no one. But about a half-mile off the trail, behind a fallen log, they discovered something chilling. A broken silver necklace, with the initials parents confirmed it was engraved in the back. Suddenly, the woods were no longer serene. That night, Sheriff Carla Beecham and Detective Dalton reviewed drone footage from earlier sweeps. In frame 267, time-stamped 5 days after Emily vanished, a blurry figure was visible standing near a tree just for a second before darting out of view. Tall, broad shoulders, possibly male. The FBI dispatched specialized trackers. They found a makeshift camp deep in the woods, a tarp, canned food, and torn pages from a book, To Kill a Mockingbird. Emily had loved that book. DNA was sent to the lab, but the test would take weeks. Meanwhile, public pressure exploded. News vans clogged Brookridge's streets. Theories online ran wild. Was Emily alive and hiding? Or was someone taunting the people who cared? No one had answers, but Brookridge was beginning to feel like it never would. 36 days after Emily Carter disappeared, everything changed. The DNA from the campsite came back. It wasn't Emily's. It wasn't her father's. It wasn't anyone in the National Criminal Database. But it did match someone. A man named Dennis Waller, Emily's former college professor who had gone missing in 2021 after being fired for inappropriate behavior. A man whose last known location was Cleveland. Emily had testified in a university inquiry against him. He had motive. Suddenly pieces clicked. The anonymous phone calls Emily mentioned to friends. Her anxiety, the note in her drawer, the gas station sighting in Lowellville, just an hour from where Waller's last known address had been. Police released a photo of Waller to the public. A woman in Pittsburgh called the next day. She worked at a rest stop cafe and recognized him from the photo. He had come in 3 weeks ago with a young woman who seemed dazed, quiet. Within 48 hours, agents raided a cabin deep in Allegheny National Forest. Emily was there, alive, malnourished, traumatized, but alive. Dennis Waller was found in the woods nearby. He took his own life before he could be taken into custody. Emily was hospitalized, then placed under care. She would later say she didn't remember how he'd gotten her out of town, or how he'd kept her sedated, but she remembered fear and silence, and the sense that no one would ever find her. Brookridge cried when she returned. A parade was held. Porch lights finally turned off. But something had changed forever. Sometimes evil doesn't wear a mask. Sometimes it wears a smile and stands in front of a classroom. If this story moved you, left you breathless, or kept you up, thinking, "Don't let it end here," disappeared, without a trace, is more than just a mystery. It's a reminder that even in the safest places, dark truths can hide in plain sight. Share this video with someone who loves a gripping mystery. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Did you suspect the ending? What do you think Emily's recovery will look like? Hit the like button if this gave you chills, and subscribe for more stories that dig beneath the surface. Because sometimes what disappears leaves behind something deeper. Let's talk about it together.